Hello everybody and welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Laura and I've got Leo with me today, and today we're going to be looking at the Bunnies and Blooms die set. Hello everybody, I got Leo with me.
Hello, hello.
Hello, are you okay?
I'm doing well, how are you?
I'm liking the pink.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
Fresh colour today.
It's very nice. And we've got Alex behind the camera as well.
Hello everyone.
And so today we are looking at the new Designer's Choice die set, and this is Bunnies and Blooms. Now we give you a little peek at this Friday. This is super cute.
It is adorable. I love this set.
I did, because we looked at your little box. We had a little teaser of what Leo's going to make for us. But we are going to show you an interview with the designer Cerys, who actually designed this set first.
My name's Cerys. I'm one of the designers and illustrators here at Tonic Studios. I design some of the products like dies, stamps, stencils, and I designed this month's Designer's Choice Bunnies and Blooms. So the set features a pair of layering frames. It's very floral and Easter themed. There's large frames and small frames. It also features some sentiment dies as well that go within those frames. So it's a very versatile set. As the set comes out in early March, I thought it's the perfect time to do something for Easter, and not just Easter, but also spring. So the set is full of Easter things such as like bunnies, bows, Easter eggs, but also full of spring things as well, like flowers, butterflies, everything you need for a lovely spring set. Well, I think with the layering frames is a perfect thing that you can use for cards. I think it's a set that you can come back to every year with the Easter theme, so you can send it for Easter cards every single year. I think it's perfect for card makers. I think it's ideal for someone who's just starting out because it's a nice, easy set that you can just make simple cards for. But also more experienced card makers, so you can use all the different dies to layer and create different designs as well. With the bunnies and the butterflies and flowers, I think is an ideal set that you can use to create cards for younger kids as well. So I think is something that they think will be really cute.
Okay, thank you to Cerys for showing us the inspiration behind that die set, and now we're going to have a look through the set.
Yes, let's crack this open. So this is, like I said, an utterly adorable set.
It's so cute. I love the little frames.
Let me just get that out of the way so you can actually see this. So yeah, we've got these two huge sort of frames around the outside. So you've got a nice standard egg shape for Easter.
Yes.
With a nice scalloped edge on there, but it has all of these pretty floral and leaf details that kind of cut inside of that. And then the other one is like a really nice patterned edge. So you've got butterflies and flowers in there and these sort of ribbon swirls as well. So very different. I like that you have a sort of classically Easter one and one that's a bit more spring-like, I guess.
Yeah, because I think that one, well, to be fair, both of them you could use all year round anyway.
You could, absolutely.
But one of them, because it's that awful shape, it just shouts an Easter egg shape, whereas the other one is more of a generic frame that you could use for lots of different floral cards.
And then you've got two sentiments as well. So you've got a Happy Easter and a Hopping by to Say Hi. That's really hard to read.
I was just going to say, well done, you.
Oh, it's lucky I knew what that said beforehand, isn't it? And then you've got just a nice scalloped layer with that. Or again, you've got this beautiful floral layer that goes around the outside of that one as well. And then a couple of cute little details. You've got a butterfly, a couple of little flowers and Easter eggs, and these adorable little bunnies.
They are super cute. I've got written down here. So altogether you get 20 dies. So that includes frames, 2 sentiments, bunnies, floral elements, and 3 Easter eggs as well. So that's a really nice set.
Yeah, it's really cute, and I really had a lot of fun playing with this.
I can tell, and your make is really lovely. So this set is available now. It is $19.99 in the UK and $19.99 in the US. And don't forget, if you are a kid subscriber, you get 10% off. But you are going to do a make for us today.
I have a make, indeed. So as Laura said, it was teased previously, so I'll just pop in. So
I was very tempted to eat something else when I seen it, because I thought they must be fresh.
I wouldn't blame you. So it was just a really simple box that I put together, and then I used a whole bunch of the different elements to decorate the top of it for Easter, and it is full of little Easter eggs too.
Oh, how cute is that?
So you could give it as an Easter gift, or if you don't want to use the Happy Easter sentiment, you could use the hopping by to say hi, and you could fill it with anything you wanted.
Yeah, it's so lovely. But like, if you took that sentiment off and put like a Mother's Day on it, it works for that as well. Exactly. Just with the floral frame. I think this is so cute.
Mm-hmm. Lots of different things you can do with this, and it is very spring-like. And
yes. And I think we're all ready for that.
Warm weather, please. Yes, I am so ready for that. So I'll start with a couple of like simple bits, and then when I'm doing the difficult gluing, you can
I'll show some stuff.
So I've got it's a very simple box. This is a 5x7 card box that I put together. I've kept the lid separate just while I decorate it, just to make my life a bit easier, so I can decorate it flat. We're all about an easy life around here.
Absolutely.
So I cut the butterfly and floral aperture on the front of the box, and I've cut myself a piece of acetate that I've stuck onto the back, and I just put red liner tape around the outside and then just some wet glue around the actual opening to put that on, just to make that nice and easy for myself. And then using that same frame, I've cut this in, I'm going to say this is smooth mint foil, probably mirror card. Let's go with that. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's the green mirror card.
Yeah, green. I'm sure it's smooth mint. Alex, have a look.
You have sent me. You've sent me the
sent you a list, didn't I? I was that prepared for this.
Whoa.
So
that is... mirror card smooth mint.
There we
well
go.
Done.
It has been a weekend. I've slept since then, and I still remembered. I'm amazed by myself with that one. I made it easy for myself. I've cut it with an adhesive sheet on the back.
Well, you are very organised today.
I'm sticking it onto acetate. I'm trying to make my life as easy as possible here. But to get this shape, I literally just cut the outer frame and the inner piece. So I do have I'm going to call it the waist. But
yes, it's essentially like the waist. What would you normally say is the waist?
Exactly. But... So I still have that upstairs that I can put then on another card.
Yeah.
And make something different. So I'm going to pop this down. And like I said, I've done it with adhesive sheet just to make my life that little bit easier.
It is easier though sometimes when asked to, because you don't want the glue coming out and then
exactly
just making a mess.
Nope, bunnies stay there. Bunnies are hopping off. And then I'm just going to put this into, let me try and get this so I can do it and you can see it.
It's the most difficult thing ever.
Yeah, it looks hard to line stuff up, like line up cutouts from apertures.
Yeah, it's the worst if the camera's only over your head and you have to go up to look at it, so then everybody else just sees the top of your head.
Nice. There we go.
Perfect.
See? Haha. Adhesive sheets for the win. I love them, especially for something fine like this. I'm doing the first one with glue, so, pray for me on that. So the next piece then, I have die cut, and I just did this on a classic, I want to say white card. I did this one, and I actually used some shimmer powder, so this is basically what I did. I just
they're pretty.
I took the Easter theme and kind of ran with it.
I was just going to say, them are like typical, what I would say, spring Easter colours straight away as soon as you see it.
I actually brought them with me. I used Lilac Waterfall, Jade Fountain and Sunray Crossette, and I made myself a couple of big sheets of this and then just used it for a whole bunch of my die cuts. Yeah,
I think that's the best way when you're doing something like that. Just do like a big background, and then just use it to die cut all your bits out then.
Exactly. So I used it for this. I've done a couple of Easter eggs from it as well. So this one is going to sit in here, and this one I am going to do with glue. So probably you're not going to want to watch me dot glue around this.
Let's do some samples. Right. So first of all, we'll have a look at this one, because this one they've actually used that frame. So if I put this up, So that's one of the egg-shaped frames. They've scored in half, used that sentiment, and then you've got that cute little card.
It is adorable.
With a little bunny on. I love Easter cards. I think they're so cute.
It's not something that we really do in the UK.
Easter
in general,
cards.
Easter cards.
I think it's more like Easter crafts and things that we tend to do.
For kids, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, Easter. Apart from Christmas, Easter are my kids' favourite time of the year.
It's chocolate, right?
Yeah.
It's the chocolate
every
holiday.
year we do. So when they wake up on Easter, they don't have any eggs when they wake up. They'll have an egg-shaped card with a clue on it, and they have to do an Easter hunt.
Like it.
And
that's a lovely idea.
You could swear it is Christmas. They get more excited sometimes about doing this Easter hunt than anything else.
Okay.
And then I'll just hide eggs everywhere around the house, and they have to like follow the clues then.
Amazing.
To get the eggs. But it does. I am literally up until like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, I bet.
Doing all this. Because like, I'll lay it all out, but then I've got to follow the clues myself to make sure I'm going in order.
And you've done it right, and you've not missed like an important part.
Yeah, or can you imagine they go to one clue and then they go to the next bit and there's just nothing there.
Oh, I would teach them about, the disappointments of life.
Very true.
Oh, we have, my godkids always come to us for Easter, so we always do Easter egg hunts. They're not quite at the clue age yet, though. It's a very simple, we'll just hide them in very obvious places.
Yeah.
And they go around with buckets. But yeah, they're coming to us this Easter, so we'll be doing that again. It's the first time in a couple of years, so I'm very much looking forward to that.
Aww. Yeah, that's what we do with Emmy and my nephews. Just sort of stick them behind the curtains and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing too complicated at the moment.
No, it's nice to do it outside, but you can just never guarantee the weather.
No. I love the idea of the clues, though.
Oh,
I'm really tempted to take that up.
They absolutely love it. And you can literally just like search and print them off if you want to. And they absolutely love it. They think it's the best thing ever.
Nice.
I love you guys making me some little clue cards now.
Just cut some little eggs. Yeah, just cut a lot of egg-shaped cards, and then I just write the clues on there, and then they just go from one to the next one. Then
we've said we're going to get you crafting, so we'll give you a set of these dies.
That can be the thing that gets you into crafting.
There we go. Maybe that's what we need, He needs proper motivation to do it.
Yeah, so this is your motivation. You're going to make some clue cards for Easter.
We'll see.
You can decorate them as well, look, with the little eggs and the little bunnies.
Little eggs and bunnies that you can do.
You could have, like, the best clue cards ever.
We'll see.
He's not having any of it.
I'm too busy making videos. That's my craft.
Too busy. Sure. So there we go. I've put in my shimmer powdered piece as well, so you can see all of the little butterflies and flowers.
It's so cute.
We'll go around that. Oh, let me actually
it's
get
just
it
a really nice frame that you can use all year round.
You could, absolutely.
Like, depending on what colours you did that in, it's just going to look so pretty.
Yeah, I really like that. And I like that it's not round and it's not oval, it is just a shape. Yeah, it is completely different. I'm sure there probably is an oval somewhere in there, but I like that it isn't just a standard shape.
Yeah, it's different to the other one. But then you could probably layer the other one over it as well, couldn't you, if you wanted to, and then you just have like bits of it sticking out.
Different layers.
Really pretty.
The next bit I have done is actually using that sort of the other floral frame. And I've cut that out and I've actually painted this with shimmer powder. So I just sprinkle some on my mat, grab a wet paintbrush, and then just paint in the colours that I want.
And it's really covered it well as well.
It does, yeah.
It's good pigment in there, isn't it?
It depends how much you water it down. So if you want it a bit paler, you just use a little bit.
Bit less.
Yeah, a bit less powder, a bit more water. But if you want it to be really bold, then more powder. Which way up do you think this goes? Maybe that way, maybe that way. I don't think it matters.
I was going to say, I was trying to work it out from looking at the die, and then I quickly realised, no, I'm not getting anywhere this way.
No, maybe. No, let's go that way.
I think it is that way, because that is there.
Yeah, and that sticks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It looks good. And then I've die cut two of my sentiments, so I'm using the Happy Easter for this one, and I've layered the sugared lilac card over the smooth mint foil just to give it a bit of a
drop shadow.
Yeah, a nice bit of drop shadow. And I have adhesive on the back of this as well. I use the same adhesive sheet. There's no waste in this. So I literally cut this as I was cutting that out of the middle. Because,
we don't waste anything.
No. Definitely not. So I'm just going to pop this on here, and I'm going to use then some foam pads around the edge just to hold that. So
okay, I'll show some more.
Yes, do.
Will you show in there? This is a really nice one where they've like offset.
Oh, that's pretty.
And they've like cut it off the centre of the... But it works really well, just
does.
having that little bit cut off. And even in those colours, works really well. But you can see, if they took the Happy Easter of that, just in the brown and the gold, you could use that for different occasions.
There's
nothing really...
gold, or is it the rose gold one? Oh, it's standard gold.
It's standard gold.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but there's...
I like that.
It works as well, doesn't it?
It does.
So that could be lots of different occasions. Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when Mother's Day is.
End of March, I want to say. Is it the 30th? 31st?
I have no clue. I know it's this month sometime.
It is, yeah. Lots of my friends said, can you make me a Mother's Day card? I'm like, yeah, sure. And now I'm realising I've got a lot of Mother's Day cards to make.
Oh.
It's the 27th.
Oh,
27th.
Closer than I thought. Okay.
I don't even know what the date is now.
It's the 8th.
It is
at
the 8th.
recording.
Oh.
Yes.
This one's really cute.
Oh, I like
Just
that.
using the bunnies.
Oh, that is
those
adorable.
the small little dies.
Does that say have a very hoppy birthday? Oh, it does.
Have
a hoppy birthday.
How cute. And you can see there where they've even put in the waist bit.
Mm-hmm.
That they've used to actually cut
That's a
those
Christine
out.
card, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
I'm learning, you see.
You're learning.
I'm learning people's styles.
Did we show this one just now?
You showed it, but I don't think we actually talked about it.
We started to go on about
yeah.
This is cute. I love how they put that just off in the corner.
That's a really good way of doing it as well.
Yeah.
And they've got that
really
sort of floral edge just coming around the outside of
the
it.
butterflies
really
in. You can see how they've done that with the Nuva drops, just adding in, so you're just drawing your attention to those flowers more as well.
That is really nice.
Really cute. I like it in the pink and the green as well.
I know we've got another version of this that I want to try and put together, so we'll have to pencil some time in for that, Alex. I have a feeling it might be that card that we saw.
Oh,
the
right,
pink and
yeah.
the green one.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
That's lovely, isn't it?
That's so nice.
The background as well.
Little bunnies.
They're just so cute, aren't they?
They are. I like that we've got 2 poses for them as well.
Yes, because you can layer them up and you can make little scenes and things then as well.
Exactly. Oh, look at that.
Look, I love that they got different patterns in the eggs. Like even that small little thing of having different patterns in those eggs.
That's it. You've got a stripe and a spot.
And even putting them in so you oh my god, matching them into the frame. I have actually had a cup of coffee today, could you believe?
Just coffee? Was there anything? Was it an Irish coffee?
No. Surprisingly not for me.
That is. No, that's really awful. The amount we talk about alcohol down here, you would think. Just a bottle of gin in your bag, you just top it up.
Yeah, just top it up as a glass.
Nice. I'd support it. Right, there we go. I've got my foam pads on the back of there. We'll make sure I got it the right way up. Don't put the sentiment the wrong way up. I'm going to pop this just hand in the way. There we go. Into the middle. So it must be vaguely oval shaped for that to fit nicely in the middle.
Yeah, I think they've like loosely gone with like an oval shape to start with, but it is really nice, and it's nice because you can do it landscape or portrait, and it works both ways, wouldn't it? Yeah,
because the butterflies, I mean, they're flying, so they could be either way up, I think. So then I've die cut a whole bunch of different pieces. So I've made some flowers, and again using that shimmer powdered paper. I've done a couple of those, and some of the teeny tiny ones.
What are they?
I've just used some crystal drops in them. So I have.
They look like little.
This one is a glitter one, so this is in Lilac Whisper.
Because they're like up, don't they look like little gummy drops?
They do a bit, yeah. They haven't levelled for me apparently. So yeah, I've got a glitter drop in Lilac Whisper and a dream drop, because, love a dream drop, in Lemon Twist for the other ones as well. So I've done those.
But they look really nice in flowers. They give like a more flowery look, I want to say.
They do. I think crystal drops just finish off flowers when you're making them. And then I've actually added, so these bunnies, I cut them out in, I think this is glazed chestnut pearl paper. And then I used the clear mark pen, just add in their little tails and their little ears with embossing powder.
Oh, it's just so cute.
Yeah, had to be done. So all I'm going to do is just make myself like a little scene across the bottom of the lid with a bunch of flowers and some of the little Easter eggs that I've cut out as well.
I like you get the different size eggs as well.
Yeah, these teeny tiny ones are adorable. Yeah. Look how tiny that is.
Because if you do want to go in and build up the scene, because you've got the bunnies in different poses, you've got the different size eggs.
Exactly.
And the florals.
So I'm just going to glue all of these down, basically.
Okay, I've got 2 more cards that I can show you. So I've got one here where they've done, so this is using the same type of effect like Leo's done, but to make like the aperture.
Oh, I like it when you do that.
card.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Effective. I like it in the blue and the white as well. I think that's really nice. Really, really cute. But you can see like that aperture. It's a bit hard to see.
You could use it for so many things though.
Couldn't you?
It's a really handy die to have.
Yeah, you know, you could put your toppers or images, stamps in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have it both ways as well. And it just works really well, doesn't it? Really, really cute. And then these 3, I know we did show you when we showed you Leo's make, but in case you didn't see that video on Friday. See, I love these. All these cards have been made just using like the little embellishments.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't this so effective how they've done them?
I like it when you've got a die set though, you can use the pieces completely differently. So yeah, sure, it's an Easter spring die set, but you can use them for so many other things as well.
Yeah, it's just, then you can see, look at that, I'm going to cross the bottom. But like that now, that it wouldn't work if they were all the same.
No, it wouldn't.
But having them like that in different poses just works so well. Super, super cute collection.
Okay. So I'm just busy arranging my little scene here. And
this is the fun bit. I know you're kind of trying to do it reasonably quickly. But like when you're at home, this is the fun bit when you can just sit there, and just place them. You don't have to glue it, just place them around and
see where they look good.
Yeah, and you could bring other dyes into them. Maybe you've got like, other bits of florals or foliage.
We've done that huge floral foliage, fabulous foliage set recently.
Yes.
There's tons of flowers in there, so you could bring some of those in as well if you had that set.
It was a stamp club as well. There was campsite critters that we'll have other animals in if you wanted to build more woodland scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's lots of other things here. It's always nice to go back and have a look at what you've got already.
Yeah. I think they looked lovely as well because like, I know this sounds stupid, but some dyes you can get, and when you cut it out, you can't tell what it is straight away because you need to add in different layers or different parts to it. But like them, you could cut them out in black and have like a background behind it and just have them like a silhouette, and you can tell they're that they are bunnies straight away, and they would work really well.
Yeah, they are a very definite bunny shape.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some eggs, we've got some flowers. Last thing I'm going to finish before I assemble the rest of the box is I've got a bow that I've made. So this is one of Alison's famous flat glued bows. So just 2 loops that you squish together and put a bit around the middle. I shall pop my glue gun on. And this is actually another piece. I cut it all out of the way. So
I was going to say,
I didn't waste any of that. If I've got a whole, piece of foil going onto adhesive sheet, I'm going to cut as much out of it as I possibly can. So
but that's what we all do, though, isn't it?
We do, absolutely, because you don't want to waste any of it. If you're cutting out an aperture and you're only using a piece of it, you might as well use the centre of that piece of card as well. Get it all in there. Chuck another flower on while I wait for my glue gun to heat up.
I really like those jams in the centre. They do. They just make me think of little gummy sweets.
Yeah. Have you seen they've changed jelly tots? Jelly tots used to be really flat. They're actually now more like gumdrops. I don't understand why they've done that.
Oh. I don't know. My little girl is devastated at the moment. I don't know if it's because we've got this like postage thing of, it's hard to get things in the shop at the minute.
Yes.
Well, as I found out from a little girl, there's a shortage on Smarties. I can't find Smarties anywhere.
Oh,
What?
no.
She's devastated. It's like the worst thing in the world.
That is
Every shop we go
terrible.
into has just got an empty rack there where the Smarties would be. Every single time. And you know, normally you can get them in like cheap shops, you know, you can get like a pack of 4. Like, no,
Yeah.
nothing.
There's nothing worse than not being able to get your favourite chocolate, though.
No, there isn't. I was going to say, you know, we're coming up to chocolate season.
Chocolate season.
It is. Is that not why we all appreciate the time of Easter for all of the extra chocolate we get to eat?
This is
And
true.
it's guilt-free.
It's the only time you can have chocolate for like breakfast.
It's guilt-free and
lunch and dinner.
calorie-free as well, right? Right. That's how that works, yeah? So I'm just going to pop, now that I've got all of this on, I'm going to pop the lid onto the box. Nice bit of a swirl on there.
I like the purple as well.
I do. And
It's really nice.
Karen and Alison have been laughing at me because I've used it quite a lot recently. We organised all of our paper.
You did, and it does look so pretty.
It does. I feel like we should maybe post a picture of that just to. I don't think there's anything on the paper side of the room. Oh no, I just lost a flower. I'll come back to that. But I found this. I didn't even know that we had it in the craft room. So I found this colour of card when we tied it up. You see, this happens quite a lot in the craft room.
Yeah.
I don't know things are there.
Yes, until you tidy it.
Exactly.
But my thing is, I'll tidy up, but then I can't find anything after I've tidied up.
Ah.
I'm one of them.
Yes.
Well, it's a mess. I know where everything is.
Yeah.
If I tidy up, then it's gone forever.
Exactly.
Well, that's just my excuse for never tidying my craft room.
Well, I'm the same. I'm organised chaos. I know where everything is.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop my little closer on there. And then I have one last little flower that I just put on here.
Oh, it's so cute.
Just where that sits. There we go. And there's my little Easter egg box, all decorated and ready to go. Once the glue's dried.
That's so cute. But it looks like such an expensive gift as well if you give it to somebody.
Yeah, like I would love to have someone give me a massive chunk of chocolate in a box like that. Hint, hint.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed Leo's make in our video. Don't forget that if you do want to get this die set, it is available now. So it's $19.99 in the UK and $19.99 in the US. And don't forget, if you are a Tonic subscriber, you do get your 10% off as well. Don't forget as well, if you do get it, tag us in your makes, hit the notification button, give us a like, subscribe, and happy crafting.
Happy crafting.